I don't really need to think about anything that I've never been on. I've already actually done this just get the issue, so let me actually move on to the next one. But if you ever want me to repeat it once more, let me actually say that Valerie Giscard d'Estaing, targeted by a plaintiff for sexual aggression. A German journalist is currently accusing this former head of the nation of having sexually assaulted her by placing his hand on her butt during the interview in Paris in December 2018. The former president of the French Republic, Valéry Giscard d'Estaing, is now an object of sexual aggression and sexual assault by a plaintiff. This German journalist, whose name is Anne-Catherine Strache, whose age is 37-year-old, finally affirmed that that's a formal head of the nation from 1974 to 1981 has placed and posed his hand on her derriere during the interview at the end of 2018. And this era is, when Valerie was the head of the nation, when he was, ruling the nation as a president of France. This plaintiff, that means this accuser, has had a deep understanding and a connection with the French daily newspaper Le Monde and German's equivalent Süddeutsche Zeitung. And she has finally come out to address the issue to the French court system in Paris on March 10th, which has received this accusation. That means, there had been a connection that already existed many years ago, because she was actually, being well connected to both daily newspaper, and they have already recognized the issue, that she has addressed the issue to the court system in Paris. So the French prosecutorial forces had taken up the case upon receiving the accusation from her, which was already placed on March 10th. The facts that had been actually conducted around December 18th, 2018 resurface. On that day, she actually had an interview with the Valéry Giscard d'Estaing at his office, situated at the Saint-Germain street in Paris, right? And this object of the meeting was to celebrate the centennial birthday of the former German Chancellor Helmut Schmidt. This is his birth year. He was born in 1918, and he actually, was survived up until 2015. But it seems really bizarre. Yeah. He didn't actually live up to 2015. Excuse me, then how would you actually, mention the centennial anniversary? Who was actually at the office, also in power, who was also in office at the time when Valéry Giscard was the president. So he was actually a contemporary homologue who was leading the nation in Germany. But this has been written in that way. I don't really know where else I can actually say that. The purpose of the meeting was, truly have an interview devoted to the celebration of the centennial birthday of the former German Chancellor, the former German Federal Chancellor Helmut Schmidt, who was in office